The White House is saying that there's no evidence of a national security or public safety threat, no sign of criminal activity or malicious intent or foreign involvement, but also they don't know what these systems are. They don't know who is operating them or why or what they're capable of. And those messages are inherently incompatible. So do you believe the relevant federal agencies are really unable to answer these questions, or are they just unwilling to answer them? And do you think the government actually knows what they're dealing with here?
Yeah, Jackie, there's a lot of us who are pretty frustrated right now. The answer we don't know is not a good enough answer. When people are anxious, when they're nervous, and this has been true, since we've been a species on this planet, people will fill a vacuum with, their fears and anxieties and conspiracy theories. And, oh, my God, there's an Iranian mothership hovering off the coast of Asbury Park, or it's the Russians or it's the Chinese. And so my frustration is that the FAA in particular, which is the agency of jurisdiction for our domestic skies, ought to be out, Saturday morning saying, let us show you a picture of the number of aircraft, commercial and private and military, that go over New Jersey in any 24-hour period. And when people see that, they'll be like, oh, my God, I cannot believe how many aircraft. And then the FAA should say, we've got about 800,000 registered drones in this country, and there's probably several million more that aren't registered. And, so just putting information out there to fill that vacuum would be helpful. So we haven't seen that. And so as a result, you got Senator Andy Kim going out with the state police in New Jersey, filling that vacuum, hopefully with truth. Now, let me say something that I know with confidence. It is not the Iranians. It is not the Chinese. They aren't Martians. I know that's very unsatisfying for people who want a Hollywood movie out of this. But
how can you say that, though?
Look, in the absence of good information, I can say that because I spent all my time as the ranking member of the Intelligence Committee watching what the Iranians and the Chinese do. And you know what they don't do is put a bunch of drones that we could easily recover over the continental United States. The Chinese learned that lesson, of course, with their spy balloon. And you're right, I can't say it with 100% probability. But to Nicole's point, it's just the military is amazing at what they do. An aircraft carrier has 6,000 amazing people on it who will defeat the Iranians. What they're not very good at doing is identifying if there's 12 teenage boys in Montclair, New Jersey, flying Walmart drones. The military is not very good at identifying that and dealing with that. So, again, it's a deep breath moment. But you're right. The federal agency's got to be putting a lot more information out there about the nature of the problem, even if they don't know what any given specific blinking light over Asbury Park is this morning.